Okay, hello. My friend Doug knows two people on the Titanic 100 years ago, and also little bit story of Doug's mommy.
Well, yes, our family knew the Marshall family. Mrs. Marshall, who passed away a few years back, and Dr. Marshall. Mrs. Marshall came over from the old country to Canada when she was 12 years old. She was with her mother, Mrs. Watt. And they were on the Titanic, and they were fortunate enough to be saved in a lifeboat, and they saw the whole thing happening in front of their eyes. And so we've heard some stories from them when I was a little boy, coming up to Sloan's Point and Grantham's as a summer complaint, we used to call it. They used to call us. And we had a wonderful childhood here, but the stories of the Titanic were very graphic and exactly the way it happened. But my own mother, who was coming across on 1912, my father had arrived here at 1910 and was established, and mother was joining him, and they were going to get married, and that was it. But she was scheduled to be on the Titanic. At the last minute, she changed her mind. Instead of going on the Titanic, she went on a ship that came after the Titanic, a few days later. So hindsight's a great teacher. But it was quite dramatic for her to realize what had happened ahead of her. And so that was our bit of knowledge about the Titanic, which has become very popular lately.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Doug.
So, yeah. We spent many a happy summer up here as children, my sister, my brother, and myself, and my parents, in our little cottage. And prior to that, the cottage, we stayed with the Soames family down on the beach for a couple of years, but I don't remember because I was only 4 months old, and that was 1921. But I always do remember, as I grew a little older, Dr. Marshall helped me learn to swim the crawl. And that was a great help to me in those days, and I was very fond of the Marshall family. I knew their sons and daughter, and so that's about it.
Thank you very much, Doug.